All right, Aaron. So, really good job on those grip changes. However, I feel like when you feel your right arm more underneath you like this, right, you can also feel like you're setting up here, right? You're on the right side. You can feel like you push your hands slightly more forward, okay? Keeping that same stronger right hand grip, but push it slightly more forward so that now the shaft is more vertical and it's more in line with your left arm this way. All right, so this is a way better position to start from because at impact you want to be here, right? It doesn't really make sense if you start from here and then get it back that way. So if you look at the way, let's say, see a person like Rory McIlroy set up, you would see that his left arm and his shaft pretty much matches on the same plane, all right? And then on the way back, you're still slightly this way, okay? Slightly, and you kind of fake it by having your hands back. But you need to be able to set the club here a little more forward and then put your right arm or your right hand underneath the club, okay? Like that. Okay, so when you have the hands more underneath you, the arm is going to be torqued this way. So on the backswing, it's going to have a tendency to sort of return back to neutral. But when you have your hands sort of twisted over this way, your arm is going to have a tendency to rotate back this way, which explains your tendency to have the club roll inside of you like this, okay? That just gets the club moving a little bit too fast for me. So if you fix your setup and then you feel like your arm, your right forearm and your left forearm is staying fairly passive. If it's staying passive like this, you should notice that the club is now going to turn back and it will be more in line with the hands or even slightly outside instead of being here, okay? And when you get into that position, you should notice that you're now able to take the club back in more of a one-piece fashion, okay? If you take it back more one piece, then you're going to have time when you get here to get the lead knee moving as the club is finishing, all right? So we want to create that whip effect here. So you can actually hit balls by taking it back here, maybe lifting your left heel just a touch, and then sort of pump the transition where you're sort of finishing the club and the arm towards your top of the swing, but at the same time you're already feeling like you're stepping onto your left foot like that, okay? So you get this kind of whipping motion, you know, instead of something that's like kind of to one piece this way, you kind of want to create a little bit of a whipping motion, right? Like that. That's going to get you that slot where you can then whip the club and have the speed happening at the bottom, you know, instead of having a sort of like a gradual speed from the top. It's going to be more of a passive upper body. During the transition, your upper body is going to be more passive. You're going to feel your pelvis moving a little bit more. It's going to be working more during transition. And then once you stretch your body, once you feel like you're all stretched out here, you're going to release that stretch. And it's going to feel more like a catapult instead of a shot put throw, all right? You know, like the shot put throw when they, what they do in the Olympics when they kind of throw it this way. It's gonna feel more like a catapult when you're stretched out here because your upper body is passive and your lower body is leading the way. Everything is stretched here, and then you're gonna release that stretch, and it's gonna catapult you at the bottom of the swing. All right, so try those things out and let me know how it goes, all right? Good luck.